Game day 2 of match week 2, and you are welcome to the Rivers Skirmish Pro League, proudly brought to you by 43 Esports. If you've been following us for the past couple weeks, you'd agree with me that it's been intense gameplay from the best gamers in the city. But today, it'll just get a little more interesting. My name is Khan. Imdaz and Shark will be our commentators for today, and the players will give us what they came here with. Thank you very much and stay with us. Thank you.
Sunday, and welcome back to another exciting match day here on Rspl. My name is Shaq, and I am live in 43 studios with Hemzas to bring to you live commentary and technical analysis from today's fixtures. Yes, this is match day 4, and the tension is building up. The drama is on, and just as we predicted, we saw a shake-up on the leaderboard yesterday, being match day 3. It was totally packed with EAFC action from start to finish. We finally saw our first draw in the fixture between L and Doom. A late goal in the dying minutes of the game saw El Dorado pick up a point from a losing position against Doom. But speaking about that game, that was literally was that the game of match day 3 for you?
Can actually say it's been the best game in the entire Rspl so far. You could feel the heat just from watching it. It was so intense. It's ended up being a draw, but it's been one of the most exciting games I've seen.
Well, up on your screen is the current leaderboard, and yes, you can see who has the advantage. That draw yesterday, I think the only person it favors the most is Dexter, and you can see him there sitting at the top with 9 points, 3 wins from 3 games, and a goal difference of 5 goals. Doom and El Dorado are sitting in second and third because they drew their games yesterday. We saw PJ pick up another 3 points yesterday, and that leaves him in the 4th position. Fonzi also there in the 5th position with his first 3 points of the season. He won Machala here. I think that was the score line.
Yeah, 2-0. He won Machala.
That was a very, very commanding and dominant win from Fonzi, honestly. Taking into consideration his first 2 matches, the first game against Doom, with which he lost 4-2, and his next game against
Dexter.
his next game against Dexter, he lost that one by 3-2. But now he was dominant in this game against Machala, and he won that game by 2-0. Next on your screens is the matchup for today, match day 4. Remember, we're still in week 2. This is the second match day of week 2. And the first fixture we will be having today is Fonzi versus Chisco Fingers, and after that we will see Controller take on Doom. After that, we will see PJ go up against Venom. Richie versus Machala will be the fourth match of the day. And finally, Dorado versus Dexter. The last game there, that could be a chance for Dexter to either retain his first position or drop it down for Dorado. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a chance for him to go like 3 points clear or 4 points clear in the RSPL, and you really hope he can do that. Knowing Dorado dropped points yesterday, you would hope that yes, he doesn't follow to drop the points and gets all 3 points.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the day has kick-started. It's Fonzi versus Chisco Fingers. And attacking from left to right in Real Madrid's white colors is Fonzi, as usual. And attacking with PSG from right to left is Chisco Fingers. Chisco Fingers had a bad game yesterday, I must say. Pretty sure he must be wanting to redeem himself. And he has done that way too early in the 7th minute. I mean, we didn't even have any time to relax. And he got that ball into the back of the net. I was saying earlier, Chisco Fingers, he actually had a bad game against PJ yesterday. I know he's a very, very attack-minded player. But we could see from the errors yesterday, his defense was just not up to par to PJ's attack.
Yeah, he had a really bad game yesterday, and we know PJ is someone who loves attacking, and once he even though he scores, he doesn't stop attacking. He can be leading you by 3 goals, and he'll still want to get more goals. So you can understand why the scoreline was 6-3. But now Fonzi, a more defensive-minded player, so I don't really expect much attacks from him. And Chisco Finger, like I said before, he's someone who is really clinical in front of goal, and you can see there his first chance at goal and he scored.
Yeah, for Chisco, for me, I think it's more of his attacks than his goals. He's looking to get another one. Oh, that was deflected for a corner kick, and he takes it shortly. It's Varaskelia now running at the byline. Varaskelia trying to find a man. That attack has been cut short. But unlike Fonzi had a good game yesterday against Machala. I mean, I would like owe that to Machala having a bad game or to Fonzi. Wow, off the post there. That shot by Chisco almost made it 2. Almost made it 2 goals. Very, very unlucky for him. For me, Fonzi is starting off very, very nervy in this game. This wasn't the Fonzi we saw yesterday. I know it was against Machala. Machala and Chisco Fingers are 2 very different players, but wow, just look at that. Valverde with a calling shot into the top left corner. I don't think Chisco was expecting that.
I could see the goal from afar. Like once he gave that ball to the right winger, you could see he was trying to create space down that middle, and once it got to the feet of Valverde, it was bound to end up in the back of the net. And you saying it, like you said, Fonzi, he was a bit nervy, but I feel he actually did pick up the pace against Machala in the last match day.
Wow.
He did pick up the pace in the game against Machala yesterday, and I expect him to actually play really good today. We've seen some nice couple of passes from him, and now he's about to score, but the goalkeeper saves it in that situation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 25 minutes in game time, and Chisco has regained back his lead. It is 2-1. Here is Fonzi again, looking for a chance to get a leveler. Still in possession. Fonzi, oh, saved there by Chavalia for Chisco Fingers. Corner now to Fonzi. Takes his shot. Eda Militao with the ball at the byline. Gives it to Brahim, to Trent. He finds Vinicius. Oh! Same pattern of attack, and the keeper has saved Chisco yet again. Eda Militao still at the byline. Gives it to Brahim, to Valverde. We saw a calling shot from Valverde in this position. Sends it to Rodrigo. I can't really say much of Chisco's defense, but you know, over the few games we've seen, he tends to rely more on his attack than his defense. His attack is basically his strongest suit. So, I mean, just try your best to outscore your opponent. I think that's the tactics of Chisco Fingers right about now. Fonzi at the byline. A bit too R1 happy there.
Yeah, you could
5
say,
minutes.
yeah, you could say that's been Chisco Fingers' tactics. He's just the kind of player who just wants to outscore his opponents. He doesn't really care about defense, and that's something similar to PJ. And he always gets in good positions and is very clinical in front of goal.
Chisco Fingers with a third goal in this match. I mean, those through balls down the middle to Dembele. It's just as if Dembele is it's speed star that these defenders cannot get a hold of, because immediately he's in front of you, that's like game over.
Yeah, once he's in that position, it's basically game over. And this is like his fourth good chance, and he's managed to score 3 goals. And that's why I'll keep on praising his clinicality in front of goal. Most players, they don't tend to score as much chances as they get, but Chisco, both from the half chances and the big chances, is always there to put the ball in the back of the net.
And here is it again. That attack, is this offside? Yes, it is. I think Dembele is playing as a false 9 or an advanced forward, but depends on the tactics he sets him as, because there's a certain way he beats the offside trap. Vinicius now. Fonzi is really finding it hard to come back into this game. We're almost at halftime, just awaiting the referee's whistle. Chisco Fingers looking to do damage before halftime. The way, oh, what a save there by Courtois. Wow, that could have been 4-1.
That's one of the rare occasions in which Chisco Fingers did actually miss a one-on-one situation.
I mean, I thought that had a 0.9 expected goals chance there.
I feel the scoreline doesn't really tell the full story about this particular game, because Fonzi has attacked quite well. He's had the chances, and I feel Chisco in his position would have buried a bit more of the chances that Fonzi has had. But well, he's still in the game. The game is still open. We are just starting the second half, and I expect something more from him.
Well, Fonzi has it all to do now in the second half. 48 minutes old. Here's that through pass again. Chisco Fingers. The sweeper keeper from Fonzi saved that attack from resulting into a goal. Here is Chisco Fingers trying again, dispossessed of the ball by Bellingham. Fonzi now in possession, looking to start out an attack. Vinicius to Bellingham, Bellingham to Brahim. Vinicius with the ball again, sends that through pass to Brahim. Fonzi, oh, saved. Fonzi with a corner kick now. Rodrigo at the byline, sends it to Trent. Trent finds Valverde. There's something about the goalkeeper saves today. I mean, these goalkeepers are crazy. What kind of saves are these? Like,
I can't lie, Chisco Fingers' defense has been really porous today. Fonzi is having it easy getting past his defense, but for some reason he scores only one goal. He just can't convert it, and maybe sooner than later he gets his shooting boots on and try to equalize this game.
You know, usually Chisco Fingers is always defense porous. I mean, you could see that from the game against PJ yesterday. Both players do not mind their defense being all out in the open. Wow, Vinicius, that's an offside. Wow, it's a goal! Fonzi has gotten himself a goal. and he is within reach. At this point, it is 3-2, 59 minutes. 30 minutes in game time still to play. And there is a whole lot of time for this game to swing either ways. Fonzi dispossessed the ball off Chisco there easily. Fonzi now starting at an attack. McQueenhouse there to the rescue.
Yeah, with the amount of chances Fonzi keeps creating, I wouldn't be surprised if he manages to equalize this game and probably go on to win, because some of those chances are bound to end the back of the net, and now it's just one goal deficit. He really tried to get another before the end of the net of this half.
Yes, Fonzi now with Vinicius waiting for that in behind runner in Valverde. Valverde now with the ball to Vini. Vini finds Mbappe but couldn't get his shot away. They will settle for a throw in. Mbappe now with the ball. Valverde to Mbappe again. Couldn't find Vinicius there. Chisco fingers now with the ball. Has been dispossessed. Fonzi attacking. Mbappe with the ball. Finds Diaz in a very, very complicated situation. Rodrigo shoots and he's still blocked. Rodrigo surely he scores. Fonzi has finally equalized. I mean, it was coming because the chances upon chances that he kept on getting. You could just tell that that goal was coming. And here is Chisco fingers with Vitinha. Couldn't get that ball to the desired way. Fonzi now in full flow because the morale is with him. 74 minutes on the clock. 3-3. Mbappe sends it to Diaz. To Vinicius. Couldn't do much with that. Zayadoué now with the ball for Chisco fingers. Taking his time. There are runners in front of him. He has given that ball cheaply. Rodrigo to Vinicius. He finds Mbappe. Mbappe still with the ball, surprisingly. Bellingham sends it to Valverde. Done it. Comeback completed. 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Give this guy his accolades. I mean, he has done a lot to get to this point. We could see it even when he went behind. He never stopped attacking. 2 goals down. And that did not in any way diminish his morale. It is 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Fonzi in the lead. 79 minutes on the clock. And Chisco is fuming for throwing away a 2-goal lead. He was 2 goals up and comfortable, and now he finds himself in a very, very discomforting position. And here is Fonzi looking to do more. Danger. Fonzi with Mbappe. He's at the edge of the box. Oh, what a piece of skill! Fonzi! Fonzi has done the unbelievable. He has had another goal. Look at that attack. That's a lot. A lot. It only takes brilliance to be able to execute such an attack. I mean, how do you have the confidence in the box? Just there. Mbappe shielding the ball beautifully and just flicks it up and sends it to Valverde. Finish him. That is what that move is.
Like I said earlier, even when he was about 2 goals down, I said with the way he kept attacking, he was bound to equalize and go ahead in the game, and now he's done it. Attack upon attack. Even when he looked down and out, he didn't stop attacking. And of course, with a player of Fonzi's quality, he's meant to put some on the back of the net.
I think this is one of the best comebacks I've seen. Fonzi is not done yet. He's still attacking with Mbappe. The post. That could have been 6-3. The post to the rescue. Fonzi still in possession. Sends it to Pompey, and he has gotten that 6th goal. Fonzi on fire. There is no stopping this guy right about now. He has been clinical from the first minute up until now. Just look at that. A low-driven cross into the box finds Mbappe, and it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Fonzi is not done. Here is Gonzalo. Cuts back. Sends it to Mbappe. 7-3. Chisco finger scratching his head, wondering, where did I get this all wrong? He has been bamboozled here by Fonzi. Fonzi literally just had fun throughout the second half, if you ask me.
Yeah, he literally had fun throughout the second half, and it's something. Once Chisco fingers went behind by 1 goal, he seemed to like have given up, and Fonzi just kept adding and adding more goals, and the game ended up being 7-3. Someone told you Chisco fingers was leading 3-1 at the end of the first half. It's hard for you to believe, because Fonzi managed to score 6 goals in the second half.
It's crazy, honestly, because wow. I mean, this is what we have been reiterating about Chisco fingers. His defense has been off it this season. We saw that in the last game against PJ. He was constantly being torn open, and we have seen it yet again in this fixture against Fonzi. I mean, yes, we applaud his attack, but it's not you can't depend only on attacks. I mean, I know that his tactics score more than the opponent, but that can only take you so far to a point. And this game has actually exposed the fact that tactics cannot get you so far. At least it cannot best everybody.
I noticed something about his 2-man press. His 2-man press was, would I say, a bit disastrous. He always does it, and it pulls his CBs out of position, and in that situation, Fonzi is just 2 quick turns away from being one-on-one with his goalkeeper, and Fonzi was able to exploit the space in behind the defense majority of the time. I can see why the scoreline ended up being 7-3.
Well, that is a problem for Chisco fingers to fix. But right about now, Fonzi is in the mix. 6 points, and at this point he should be seated pretty in the top half of the table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next match is up on your screens. You can see the players already seated and ready to go at this. PJ versus Venom. PJ already comfortable with 6 points. Is facing off against Venom, who is bottom of the table. 3 games and 3 losses for Venom, and this season is not looking too good for him. You can see on your screens the leaderboard already. PJ in 4th position, and Venom is sitting, I don't want to say sitting pretty, but
Sitting quite comfortable
at the bottom position. He needs to do something real quick about his situation, or it's relegation for him. Quick one, do you think this particular fixture is going to be goals?
Most of PJ's games always end with lots and lots of goals, coupled with Venom's attacking mindedness. So I expect lots of goals from this game.
What do you think Venom has been doing wrong all season?
I really can't tell. Like yesterday, he was he was in the lead 4-2 at a point in that game against Controller, and he still managed to lose that game 6-4. So I feel he should focus more on his defense. We know it's not all attack because now he knows PJ is someone who doesn't really care about
His defense,
defense. So if you can get 1 or 2 goals, just try and stop. Would I say stop attacking, or just focus more on defending to try and stop conceding more goals? Because PG and Venom, they play almost the same style of game. They attack, and they don't really focus much on the defense. So if he can do what PJ doesn't do and focus a little bit on defending, maybe he does have a shot at getting his first 3 points.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, now we have headed into the second fixture of the day. PJ versus Venom. And attacking from right to left is Venom. And attacking from left to right is PJ. And we can see here that Venom has actually picked a different team. You know, he's always using Netherlands, but today he has switched teams and has opted for Paris Saint-Germain. What can you say about this?
Well, PSG is basically almost everyone's go-to team in FC25 and FC26, so you could understand why him picking Paris Saint-Germain after trying out with the Netherlands, that really seems to work for him. You really hope this one does.
And here is Venom now in PJ's box, trying to find an opening. Defended really well there by PJ. PJ now in possession. Cherky running down the right hand side. Cuts back, finds Rodri. Rodri finds Mamouche, almost got his shot away there. Venom defended really well. There's a certain way PJ is just marking the passing lanes of Venom. It's actually frustrating at this point.
Almost like he knows what Venom is about to do. You see there, Venom tried to play a 1-2 pass, and PJ's defender just stepped into that position in which the pass was going and intercepted the ball.
But here is Venom. He needs to try out other attacks because this particular one he is trying to implement is definitely not working. I mean, he's with a new team right about now, PSG. There are lots of ways you can hurt anybody with a PSG team. So he just needs to explore. Varaskelia, oh, beautiful. Venom has finally found the back of the net. 18 minutes. Just look at that. I was speaking on how he should find different ways to exploit the defense. And look at that decoy run there from Dembele. Just took out Ruben Diaz and left an opening for Varaskelia to slot that into the back of the net. Beautiful goal from Venom.
Yeah, beautiful goal there from Venom. And I say this has been his best, let's say, 20 minutes performance so far in the RSPL.
Yep.
Among all the games I've watched, he's actually looked quite comfortable ever since switching to this Paris Saint-Germain. And maybe it will be the start of something special for him.
But here is PJ now attacking again. Would be looking to reply that goal. Mamouche now for PJ in the box. Tries to find Rodri, but that pass was intercepted there. Doe in possession for Venom. He's playing it cool at the back. Just trying to play simply. And has been dispossessed. PJ now attacking down the left-hand side. Sends that ball to Rodri in the middle. Rodri finds Bernardo. Bernardo finds Mamouche, but couldn't get that ball to fold in. Intercepted again. And here is Venom looking to turn defense to attack. PJ's defense was up to that task of stopping that attack. We've not seen the all fire out PJ yet. Because you know, PJ is famous for always scoring goals based off on the mistakes of his opponent.
Yeah, Venom has played it quite cool. This is not the usual Venom we know. The usual Venom is very, very attacking, but he's opting for control in this particular game, and you can see his PJ is struggling because of Venom is not letting him have the ball the way he would usually want to. And maybe Venom has found out what works for him and would really love to stick with that.
But comparing this PSG team he's using and the Netherlands team, I think in these 34 minutes we are seeing, most especially against a top dog as PJ, he has been playing really well, if you ask me. Controlling the game seems a little bit more easier for him.
Yeah, it's been his best performance for me so far in the RSPL. Now the only issue is, can he keep the lead?
Wow.
Because he was also in the lead against Controller yesterday, and when it seemed like he was about to get his first 3 points,
Wow.
Controller did the impossible there.
What a slicing through pass there. Doe surely must bury this. Oh! Venom, you cheeky guy. Everybody believed he was going to take that shot one time. I mean, the vision to see that player running from the other side, I didn't even see it. I mean, I was about to shout at the top of my voice, what did you do? But yeah, that's why he's a pro player and I'm not. So nice goal there by Venom. He's in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. 41 minutes in-game time, and Venom is in total control of this game. Would you say this is looking like his first 3 points yet?
Well, it depends on how well he can defend, because PJ is someone who will keep giving you barrage of attacks, but it depends on how well Venom can defend and how well he can control this game. So now I think he's already in the lead, so he should just try to control the game a bit more so as to not give away the ball easily and get exposed on counters.
Well, we saw something similar like this yesterday. It's halftime right about now, and they will be heading into the second half ASAP. Second half underway. I was saying earlier that we saw something like this yesterday. Venom going up by 2 goals and then blowing that lead and also going behind and losing that match. So Venom has all the work to do now. It's not about scoring 2 goals. You did that in your last match. Can you hold on to these 2 goals? Can you add more? I mean, his first half was wonderful. Totally dominated PJ, if you ask me. PJ now has it all to do. PJ with Haaland, cuts back, finds Foden. Oh, beautiful goal there by PJ. Could this be the start of a comeback? We will find out. I mean, the way PJ player locks and executes the player lock, it is so beautiful. I've noticed something about his player locks actually. Whenever he player locks Haaland, Haaland is not the player to finish.
Never, he's never the player. I think he uses it more as a decoy to confuse the opponents, and it works majority of the time. You can see Foden has been very vital in scoring lots of goals for him, not just in this game, basically almost throughout the entirety of the RSPL so far. And as for Venom, like you said earlier, yesterday he lost control of that game after being ahead by 2 goals. And it's the same thing here. He was ahead by 2 goals, but PJ has managed to cut it down to 1. He would also really love to see if he can defend properly and not lose absolute control of the game like he did yesterday.
Well, it is dicey at the moment because Haaland to get this away. Oh! We spoke too soon. Venom has blown his lead, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this time he didn't use Haaland to decoy. Just sent it straight up to Haaland and boom, into the post.
Yeah, the fact that Haaland was running in a different direction and happened to change, I don't know if it was the creative runs that he triggered there, because that was just wonderful movement.
Well, Venom had the first half and PJ is having a swell time in the second half as he has equalized. It is 2-2 now. I know momentum will be with PJ Here is Checky for PJ now. Checky in the box of Venom. But that cut back pass. Couldn't go. Wow, Venom is giving the ball away again to PJ. PJ with Rodri. Rodri's at the byline, obviously looking for somebody to cut back a pass to. Checky now. The offside trap there is just bringing everybody outside. And the offside trap looks to have been beaten. Yes! PJ equalized and has completed his comeback. I mean, this is what we have been reiterating all day. It's not about how well you score. Just look at that offside trap. He just pulled out all those players, and PJ was so patient to drag out some of the defenders. And immediately he saw that player running behind, he slotted it to him, and near post finish.
I think it's more of having to do with PTSD. It was controller did to him yesterday. You can see he was in a rush to intercept the ball there, pulling his CBs out of position. And once PJ got that clear chance at giving that through ball there, he did it and pulled in, put it in the back of the net.
It is not going the way of Venom at all. Venom could cut this goal back. Oh, what a save! He should have gone for the near post. I mean, why did you have to kick the ball that far? Did I call that indecisiveness? Because the usual Venom will always slot that into the first. And just look at that. Venom, I don't know, has had a lot of chances to equalize. The save here by PJ has kept PJ still in the lead. And here is Venom, surely. Oh! How was that blocked? How? And here is PJ now, defending that beautifully, looking to punish Venom. PJ! Oh! PJ has added another goal. The perfect counter attack. Defended that just at that block shot there from Venom. He recovered that ball and 1, 2, just 2 passes. And he was right in front of Venom's keeper. Slotted that ball to Haaland, and you know it's already a goal. Haaland again now for PJ attacking. It is all going bad for Venom at the moment. I mean, nothing seems to be working for him right about now.
I must say, PJ has been one of the best counter-attacking players so far this season. You could see Venom was mounting the pressure on the other end of the pitch. And once PJ was just able to get himself a bit, 1-2 passes, he's through on goal. And in that situation, PJ was bound to score.
It looks like today is the day of, oh wow, what a through pass there. Is this offside? No, Dembele! Dembele! Yes! Venom has gotten a goal. It is 4-3 now. Is there still time for at least a point? Venom, 3 minutes in game time to go, and PJ will be looking to game manage right about now. Venom has to do all the chasing. I mean, he put himself in this position. "90 minutes on the clock. It is over. I think it is over. We await the referee's whistle right about now. Hold on, PJ still in the box. This is the ultimate taunting I have ever seen. I mean, pretended all day like he was going to game manage, and finally found a way to score and add to his tally.
At that point, he was strolling there, just going forward, going back, and once he saw Venom,
I think it was mind games on Venom actually, because you know Venom already gave up. I mean, it was 90 plus, so he felt okay, fine, he's game managing. There's no way I'll get the ball and get to his post and score in time. So he kind of like gave up, and PJ saw that, you know, chance, that space to give that ball, thread that ball to that attacker there in the box, and boom, goal.
I think Venom tried to trigger his team press in that situation to see if he could get the ball from PJ, considering PJ was going back to his own goal. But PJ just took a swift turn and boom, it was like 4 against 2 defenders in that situation. And once again, cutback pass was there for PJ to give, and he put it in the back of the net. Game ending 5-3, and Venom is yet to get his first 3 points in the RSPL this season.
Well, it is all going wrong for Venom at the moment. 4 games now and 4 losses. Is there any coming back from this from Venom?
Like we've been saying, this is not the Venom we know, but at this point, is this the Venom we now know? Because the Venom we know, or the Venom we knew back in the qualification stages, was just something special, but he's not been able to translate it now in the league. Would you say it's because it's one-off game against different players compared to it being like a best of 5 or a best of 10 series?
When I can't exactly pinpoint the problem, because if this was a game of 45 minutes, Venom definitely will be with the 3 points. But yes, it's a game of the first half and the second half, and in as much as you're holding control in the first half, you need to continue with that momentum in the second half, and that's where Venom lost it. I think it just has to do with his mentals at this point. I mean, how mentally strong are you to hold the lead and manage the game?
Must give props to PJ though. 2 goals down in the first half, and he still managed to score 5 in the second half, and that's something that has to do with his mentality. He looked down. Most players wouldn't believe in coming back in that situation in one half, but PJ didn't look like he was out. He kept mounting the pressure, kept sticking with his principles, and in the end, it's paid well for him.
Well, that's that for the second match. The next match, you can see the players up on your screens. It is Richie versus Machala. Yes, Richie versus Machala, and Richie there with 3 points, and Machala also with 3 points. Both players have played 3, lost 2, won 1. And you can see that Richie there, his only win was the first game of the season, where he went on to, get that. Why are you smiling? It's because I'm about to say he got the heaviest defeat of the RSPL yet. That 8-0 loss in the second game, and in the third game against Dexter, he lost by 4 goals to 1. So
his only win so far has been against Venom, 5-2. That was the first game of his RSPL season.
At this point, saying I won Venom is not going to count right now, because everybody's doing that at the moment.
Everybody's doing that. So anybody facing him next will expect, okay, yes, this is my way of getting a point, at least, or 3 points. For Venom, he really loves to kickstart his RSPL campaign, because as things stand now, it's like he's not kickstarted. He's played 4 games, but he's yet to start. So he really loves to start in his next match.
Let's talk about Machala for a bit. Machala lost his first game against Dexter by 3 goals to 2, and he won his second game against Chisco Fingers by 3 goals to 2. But his third game, which was yesterday, he lost
To Fonzi.
against Fonzi by 2 goals to nothing. Machala, personally, I feel Machala's last game against Fonzi yesterday has been the only poor performance from him this season. Yes, I know he lost his first game. I mean, it's against Dexter, who's topping the table right about now. But his second game, in which he won Chisco Fingers, he was outstanding in that game. I mean, that late minute winner. Yeah. Then his next match against Fonzi, I'm still reiterating that has been his poorest performance yet in the RSPL, because those 2 games, even the one he lost against Dexter, he had a strong foot in front. He was really giving Dexter a chase there. But is Machala going to take up on the form of yesterday into today's match. Same thing as Richie too, because Richie lost against
Dexter.
Dexter, and both players have played against Dexter and lost. So I can't exactly say for sure what I'm to expect in this match. I'm sure I sure think I'm going to see goals.
Sure, goals are bound to come, but I must say Machala's in-game performances, like the scores have not been a reflection of how well he's played in-game, and he really hopes to change that because he can't be playing well in-game and end up either winning by a little goal margin or losing the game. Like against Dexter, everyone who watched that game knows he played absolutely well against Dexter, but ended up losing the game. And against Chisco Fingers, he played well as well, but the goal margin was just one. So, like I said, his in-game performance has not been a reflection, or his scoreline has not really been a good reflection of what he's been doing in the game. And he really hope that against Richie, he's able to not only dominate the game, he also wins the way he wants to win.
Well, I don't think I would see less goals in this game. I mean, Richie is an attack-minded player, so he has been using Arsenal for a while. I don't think he's changing that team any soon. He looks really comfortable with them. And as for Machala using Bayern Munich, other than the last game, yes, he has been comfortable all through. So yes, I expect goals. I expect goals in this particular fixture. Both players on 3 points, and a win here would teleport either of these players into the top half of the table. A few moments, we will head into gameplay proper.
Yeah, I must say, Richie would really love to get back into winning ways. He's lost 2 games in a row now, and losing the third game in a row would really not be good for him. And what better way to get back to winning ways than against Machala? So it's going to be a really, really exciting game today. Like you said, she very attacking minded player. Machala a bit balanced, he's really good at defending and good at attacking. So he really want to show us what he's capable of doing up here against Richie. Well, both players are still setting their game paths, as you can see, and any moment from now, we'll be going straight into the match. Wanting to show a two very, very attacking minded players. So I expect to see goals, and goals from both players. Richie losing 4-1 to Dexter yesterday, but like I said earlier, or like I said yesterday, his performance against Dexter was an improvement of what happened the prior week against Doom. At least now he lost the game, but he considered only half of the amount of goals. Doom scored 8 goals and Dexter was able to score 4. So you could see that was an improvement. As for Machala, he had one of his worst performances against Fonzi. I think he barely managed a shot on target in that game. And he really wants that not to repeat itself in this particular game against Richie. So very soon we'll be going straight into the match.
Let me hear your predictions real quick. Who do you think is winning this game?
I think it's a very, very tricky game. Richie coming off the back of 2 losses, Machala coming off the back of 1 loss. Ah, it's tricky, but I'll go with Richie. I'll just go with Richie. I feel Machala might struggle with his fast pace attacking. Richie is someone who loves to play fast passes, and Machala might not be able to track most of those runs. So I'll go with Richie to get the win. It might be a narrow win, but I feel like Richie should get the win in this game.
Well, finally, we have gotten this game on the way. And as you know, Richie with Arsenal attacking from left to right, and Machala with Bayern Munich attacking from right to left. Well, as you can see, the game is well on the way. Richie doing some 1-2 passes, spreading the ball beautifully between his players. You're correct, fine Saka. But just as he was about to turn, got dispossessed. Oh, what a pass there. Olise gets onto it. The speed style, Olise. Oh! Beautiful from Machala. That through pass there did all the work. I mean, whenever you trigger Olise like that and send that through pass to him, it's game over. Finished it beautifully. Machala in the lead in 10 minutes from a goal from Michael Olise. He said it's an even game, but we'll find out anyway.
That was a very beautiful counter attack from Machala there. Richie looked like he was about to score. Machala happened to get the ball and boom, 4 or 5 passes. Olise in front of goal, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he just scores it into the top corner there.
That's an offside. The counter attacks we've seen today have been honestly exquisite. It's like everybody has mastered that art. Like if you don't have the ability to counter attack quickly in your Arsenal, then I don't think you'll be getting a whole lot of goals. Because most of the goals we've seen today have come from counters.
I think it's due to the fact that most players know they wouldn't always have possession of the ball. There are some players whom you play and you barely have chances to rotate the ball, and you have to stick with the counters. So if you're really good at the game, you easily adapt. Again, Machala is someone whom we know loves to have possession, but he's seen that Richie is also that kind of player. So he would just want to stick with counter attacks in this particular game.
Here is Richie now with Martinelli. If only he can get this into the box. Sadly, he couldn't. And the counter attack now is brewing for Machala. The referee removes his flag for an offside. Richie in possession. I think Richie is just taking the calmer route here. You can see the way he's picking his passes. Beautiful! Concurrence!
You could see Richie always trying to form those little triangles there to always have a free man he's passing to. Gokores gets the ball, always passes it back, making that run in behind, and see that was a really, really good chance there to get back into this game.
Well, a beautiful chance there, wasted. 28 minutes in game time, and Machala is still in the lead and is still in possession. Harry Kane tries to send that pass to Musiala, who's dispossessed. Gyökeres. Zubimendi finds Martinelli on the wing. Martinelli threatens to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus still with the ball. Gyökeres now at the edge. Rice. Ball has been intercepted. Here is Machala. Nice recovery there by Richie. Saka now in possession. Gabriel Jesus. Saka. Rice. To Saka again. Trying to find that pass to Jesus. Machala in possession now. Luis Diaz with the ball. Trying to find Kimmich. Both players have been really lousy with possession, if you ask me.
Yeah, Richie a bit
Other
more.
than Richie, yeah.
Yeah, Richie a bit more comfortable with possession in the middle of the park, but once he gets to the final tier, he's just one click away from having his first goal in the final tier. The passes don't just seem to click once he gets there, but in the middle of the park, he's recycled possession really well.
Rice again with that attempt. Could not get it away. Hurricane now for Machala. Sends it to Olise. Olise through. Passes it to Musiala. Surely it's in. Goal for Machala. You can see Richie shaking his head, wondering how did I let that space open up in my defense. And Machala looking very, very comfortable right now. 2 goals up.
Once again, the counter attack there. Like I said, Machala knows he wouldn't have all the possession in the world because Richie is a really possession-based player, and he's decided to stick with counter attack. That's one thing I like about Machala. He's very adaptable, depending on the game states. Against someone who doesn't know how to hold possession, he's going to have the possession. Against someone who is a possession freak, he will stick with the counters, and see his 2 goals have been from quick counters, and he's leading 2-0.
That is adaptation or adaptiveness at its peak, if you ask me, because Machala is really, really good at doing that. You could see the game against Dexter. He's sort of like replicating those tactics here again. Only difference in this game is that the chance he's getting, he's finishing them, unlike that match against Dexter. But yeah, kudos to Machala as he has this game under control. Everything seems to be working perfectly for him at this point. And Richie is wondering where he has been getting it wrong as he heads into team management to get 1 or 2 things checked up. But Richie has made a few tweaks in his formation, and he's in possession now. It's almost half time. Let's see if we can get a goal from this. Dispossessed. Olise. And that is the end of the first half. Machala taking control of that first 45 minutes. I mean, in the last game, we saw a 5 goal in the second half. So I'm not going to say it's over yet for Richie, because he can very much come back into this game. It just depends on how he starts the second half.
Well, it's possible, but it's going to be very difficult because Machala is someone who's also big on defense. He's not just the kind of player that wants to outscore you. He also wants to defend really well, and Richie might be able to get a goal, but see, scoring 5 goals in the second half, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very much unlikely.
Well, PJ did it. I think Richie can do it. Gyökeres, defended well by Ta. I think he wasted a lot of time there. He had like, I think, a second to pull the trigger. I don't know why he hesitated. I hope that doesn't cost him this game. Machala now playing the cool game, cycling possession and keeping hold of possession. And he has finally strung the wrong pass. Possession now is with Richie. Sends the ball to Rocorez. Machala has done very well to turn over possession to his favor again. Machala now attacking. Is that offside? Yes, it is. 57 minutes on the clock and time is running down for Richie to get something out of this game. As for Machala, he likes things the way they are at the moment. Richie, oh, what a drag back. Oh, what a save there. That drag back was exquisite. Richie still with the ball. Saliba to Rice. Richie finds Saka. Saka gets it to Gyökeres. Long-driven shot into the back post. Richie has gotten himself a goal. There is still time. Just look at that. Machala was so poor in clearing out his lines there. Saka with that track back found Gyökeres in the box. A quick turn and a beautiful goal there. It is 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. Could we see a comeback like we did see in the last game? We will find out. Richie is still in possession. He's still knocking on the doors. And Machala has dealt with that attack.
I must commend Machala. You know, earlier, right in the qualification stages, he was really error prone at the back. But ever since the RSPL, I think in the first game, he was kind of error prone against Dexter, giving away the ball in situations in which he shouldn't. But ever since then, he's managed to always keep control and has barely ever made a mistake once at the back or close to his 18-yard area.
Well, yeah, you know, right from the Chosen 10 series, Machala has always been fond of, you know, giving away chances, you know, in his box. And he did that again. And, you know, it has cost him. That is something that he needs to, you know, work on. 72 minutes in-game time, and Machala would want to see out this game the way it is. Machala still in possession. Defended well by Richie. Richie now, turnover. Looking to break away. Odegaard to Gyökeres. He finds Martinelli. And Rice now with the ball, looking for Gyökeres. He gets it, threads it to Martinelli. Martinelli still with the ball in the box. Still dancing. Oh, Martinelli, you beauty. Ah! A sliding tackle there by Ito for Machala. And we would have seen what could have been the best goal yet of the day.
That was the chance there. He should have gotten a shot off.
Pull the trigger.
I really don't know what he was trying to do. Martinelli had a chance to get a clear shot off, and that would have been in the back of the net. I'm 100% sure that would have ended up in the back of the net.
Well, Richie will be hitting himself hard for wasting such an opportunity. You know, given the time right about now, 78 minutes, you're not going to get many chances as good, as big as that. Gyökeres to Eze. Saka, Eze with the ball now. Possession now is with Machala. Yes, he must be thinking, do I hold on to the ball? Do I attack and get one more goal for comfort? Machala running down the byline, cuts back. Bishop in possession. Musiala. Machala playing it calm. Threading his passes carefully right about now. 83 minutes on the clock. And Richie has it all to do now. Richie chasing. Machala sends the ball back to his keeper, Manuel Neuer. Musiala almost lost that ball there. Olise with the ball, 86 minutes, and Richie now has possession. Threads that ball to Gyökeres. Beautiful. Wonderful goal there by Richie. This is the perks of game management. EA was definitely not in favor of Machala doing that. Wow, we have had ourselves another late minute goal here. Oh no, hold on, Machala might be looking to do damage here. Richie up to the tax and has pushed it out for a corner kick. That could have been death. It could have been a death blow to Richie. Wow. Wow. Just look at that. What a game. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Richie getting an equalizer in the dying minutes of the game.
Machala was playing with fire there. He tried to game manage from like the 75th minute, and with the way Richie was pressing, he was bound to get the ball. And I'm surprised Richie actually got his shot up from that far out, considering he was in the box with Martinelli earlier on and he didn't take the shot.
I mean, the composure, the balls to want to do that from outside the box. Wow. He took a risk there, very, very big risk actually. I mean, what if that ball had not gone in? What if the keeper had punched it out? I mean, so many ways it could have gone wrong for him. But kudos to Richie. He kept on pressing. You could see even when Machala was doing the game management thing, sent the ball back to Noah. He was trying his hardest to keep the ball away from Machala. Right about now, we will head on to Khan.
Survived a very keenly contested matchup with Machala. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling so tense. Machala is a very, very strong player, and he entered my head during the game. I had to get myself mid-game to be able to come back. But then, all good game. I feel so nervy. I feel pressured.
You feel pressure. Yeah, I can see it. You're already shaking, but it's all right. Has that kind of rekindled your hope of ending in the top half of this competition?
I'm going to try my best. Mid-game, I did something that boosted my confidence, and I believe going further, I'll keep doing that.
Okay, that's really beautiful. Really tense match where Machala, but you survived it and you got a draw. So you're still in contention for the prize. Right now, we'll head back to Imzaz and Sharks for in-game analysis. Thank you.
Wow, what a game on our hands. What a game we just saw. Richie versus Machala. Wow. I mean, Machala was in control in the first half. And we have been seeing a thing for players being in control in the first half and blowing it out in the second half. I mean, tell me, what is the metrics behind that?
I know earlier I tipped Richie to win, saying it's going to be a really, really close game, and indeed it was close. But you said Richie, if it was possible for him to score about 5 goals in the second half, I feel if the second half's length was a bit longer, Richie might have gone on to win because he was high on momentum there.
Yeah.
Right from the first half, you could see it from his play style. He was just missing that final ball, and I feel on another day he probably gets to win. You could see that chance with Martinelli. I keep on talking about that chance because that was the clearest chance of the game from both goals, aside from probably the Olise goal. That was one of the clearest opportunities, and he just blew it there. But he was able to redeem himself and get something back with that Gyökeres beautiful shot there, and he really loved that he was able to equalize in the game considering how well he played.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen our second draw here in the Rspl. Richie versus Machala. What a game. Both players will settle for a point apiece. And I guess on the table there, it will be 4 points right about now for both players. Next up, we have Controller, who did the almost impossible yesterday, overcoming a 2-goal deficit to come back and win that game against Venom. He would be looking to grow on that momentum from yesterday and find out if he can get one over Doom. Funny enough, these two guys met in the knockout stages, and Controller topped the group and Doom was second in that group. And in the match with which these two guys faced each other, Controller came out on top. But although we've been hearing from people who say that Doom had already secured qualification, so he didn't really care whether he lost or he won that match. He already knew he was in the RSPL. Today we will find out who is the better player between these two guys.
Yeah, this game is as tricky as Richie and Machala game. Everyone is probably tipping Doom to run away with this, but like you said, they've faced before, and Controller actually kept a clean sheet in that game, winning 2-0. They won 2-0, 2 goals to nil. And now Doom knows that yes, I have lost once to Controller. I need to make a statement by winning this game. On the other hand, Controller too, he's high on confidence after coming back against Venom, 4-2 down, ended up winning the game 6-4, and he really wants to start his winning streak from here.
Well, Doom, as we all know, is in bright, hot red form. The game yesterday against El Dorado, that was something. I mean, he only lost by a slim. He dropped 2 points. I won't say he dropped 2 points by just the slimmest of margins. The El Dorado getting that equalizer late into the game. Else, he should be doomed top of the table right about now. So he will be looking to correct that mistake and make sure that he gets his 3 points and make sure that that 3 points doesn't get blown away by probably a late goal in this fixture. As for Controller, it has been a slow start for him actually, losing his first 2 games, yeah, and then finally getting his first win yesterday against Venom. So he would be looking to build on that. I think for him, if you ask him, he would say his campaign in this RSPL has officially started. So we will see if the 3 points he got yesterday, I mean, he got that 3 points against the one person that everybody has been getting 3 points from. So we're going to find out if that's, a fluke or, that was actually something we should watch out for from Controller.
Yeah, we are about to find out. Like I said, this game is a really, really tricky game. Doom knows he's like in the SPL and the qualification stages, he's 1-0 down to Controller. Controller knows he's 1-0 up to Doom, and now he really wants to prove that that wasn't a fluke win. I can do it again. And from what I've seen, when I watched the last game against Controller and Doom, Controller seemed to be a bit more calm in that particular match. Like you said, it could be that Doom knew he had already secured qualification and maybe he just didn't really take it seriously. Well, we are about to find out now if that was the reason or Controller is actually his kryptonite.
Well, I mean, what better match to test if you are ready for the RSPL than to play against the top dogs, most especially the top guys in the top 3 already. Doom will be a tough test for Controller. Well, guys, we are underway in the 4th game of match day 4, week 2. Attacking from right to left in Spain's colors is Doom, and attacking with PSG from left to right is Controller. Just in case you don't know, this is happening live in Port Harcourt City, Rivers State, in 43 Studios, and this is sponsored to you by 43 Esports. I think we're in for a game. I'm seeing glimpses of brilliance already. Wow, what a sliding tackle there from Controller to get that ball away from Williams. Williams, as we all know, is a crazy speedster, and that is what he's being used on the wings for. Controller with Fabian Van Varaskelia. Oh, it's in. It's not in. Almost in. He will settle for a corner kick. But that was risky. Really, really risky there for Doom. João Neves in the box. Dispossessed. Doom now in possession. Lamine Yamal already sprinting off. Through pass to Lamine Yamal. The ball rolls it. Looking for an in behind runner. Ooh, couldn't find Oyarzabal. This game has started off way too bright. We've seen glimpses of beautiful attacks already. Here is controller. Trying to cut back. Gets to Fabian. Ooh, what a save! What a save by Doom. Another corner kick again for controller from a very, very beautiful goal scoring opportunity. Controller has been knocking on the door of Doom from the very first minute.
It's been all controller so far, but one thing he should remember is Doom is not the kind of player that would miss out on the same chances he's had. Doom in those situations will definitely bury the ball, so he needs to get a goal sooner than later, or else it will go bad for him. Well, controller still seems to keep knocking, and he's down the flank now with Varaskelia, or he plays it back to Vitinha, who is twisting and turning down the flank, but Barrios is there to intercept, and controller gets the ball back, and Dembele outside the area, and Doom's defense stands tall. Doom trying to build something on the attack here with Dani Olmo and some crisp passing, but controller's defense stops it. Well, you could see the creative runs there from controller, but instead he opts for Ousmane Dembele, and Vitinha gets the balls. Controller knocking on the door, and Doom's compact defense in that situation comes out on top once again.
I mean, this is something I did not think I would see. 0-0 at this time. No one is yet to break the deadlock. I mean, we've seen beautiful chances that have been parried away by the goalkeeper. Near goal chances, most especially for controller there. He has been attacking really, really beautifully. I mean, this is the best I have seen. It's just sad that he hasn't got a goal yet to show. Dembele at the byline. Dembele still dribbling. Varaskelia now. Vitinha, João Neves to Doe. Surely, saved again. Wow. Doom's keeper has kept him in the loop. 32 minutes in-game time, and controller has been totally in control of the game. He just needs a goal now. Here is Doom. Wow, the defense of controller is just top-notch. And here is controller now with the way he's clear on goal. Sent it to Dembele. Oh, what a... The defense there just... Everybody in that defense just fell on Dembele at the same time.
This has been the best controller performance so far in the Rspl, and funny how it's come against one of the top contenders, Doom. But like I said, Doom is not someone who would have the chances controller has had and miss out on them. Controller needs to get a goal soon, because
just look at that. Doom almost getting a goal there. Wow. I mean, it's really going to be sad if controller doesn't get a goal in this game, honestly, because he has been exquisite with his attacks. You could see that Doom has just been saved by, let's say, luck.
Would you say it's luck or due to controller's poor finishing? He could have easily been 3-0 up in this first half, and it will still look like it doesn't really reflect how well he's performed. I don't think Doom has really had a shot on goal in this game, or maybe one, but that's it.
A quick corner kick taken here by Doom. He will be looking to get a goal before halftime, having been defending for most part of the first half. Here is controller with the ball. Defended that attack from Doom beautifully. Oh no, controller's giving the ball away to Doom at the edge of his box. Lamine Yamal. Williams. That's an offside. Okay, a half time. Wow. What a first half. I mean, honestly, we should have seen 2-3 goals. And those 2-3 goals should have been for controller, if you ask me, because he has been perfect with his attacks. It's just sad that he has not been able to get a goal yet in this fixture. Second half is on the way, and surely, I'm betting we should have a goal. But just as you said, Doom is a player that Vitinha. Oh! What is Unai Simon on today, guys? This guy is something. He has about 5 saves already, or 6 in this match.
So this game should be tested for using performance enhancing drugs, because that can be basically the only answer to this.
I mean, he saves literally anything. Doom. Oh, say it again. Safanov up to the tax there. I'm going to see our first 0-0 in the Rspl. Our first goalless draw.
With the amount of chances being created in this game, I really doubt it ends 0-0. A goal is bound to come anytime soon, and I can't really tell on who will be scoring the goal. But if we should go based on the amount of attacks,
the through pass here now. Surely do. Oh my word! Okay, yes, Machala has finally put it in. I mean, that chip shot was a howler, but EA rewarding his barrage of attacks with another opportunity to get that goal there. Beautiful one by controller. I'm sure the happiest person in the room, or the happiest people in the room, will be Dorado and Dexter at the moment. Controller there, look at that through pass that puts him just one-on-one with the keeper, and he tried his possible best to chip the keeper. He saw the keeper, the on-rushing keeper, out of his 6-yard box, and the chip shot sadly was unsuccessful, but luckily he got another chance to bury that into the back of the net.
I know earlier I said this was going to be a really close game. Everybody who has watched Doom will say Doom will run away with this game, but I said it was going to be really close, and you could see it's gone against the run of play. Everyone would have tipped Doom to win. I'm not saying there's a chance he doesn't win, but even if he does, it won't really be the blowouts in which most people would have expected.
This is what we love about the league. Upsets. You come here giving your favorite player probably an 80% chance of taking 3 points away, and then you come and see that his opponent is totally prepped up for you, because I have not seen controller this hyped up in the Rspl. Look at him defending properly. His offside traps are on point. Oh, what a shot! You could see that the coaches and players at the substitution stand were almost about to faint from that shot away there by Lamine Yamal. That should have been in. I mean, I think he just aimed too much.
Anyways, he might have aimed too much, but controller will be thanking the heavens that didn't go in. Considering it's just one goal he's ahead of Doom with, and that would have been really, really bad if Doom had equalized, because from there Doom will start gathering momentum. And Doom is the kind of player that once that momentum has kicked in, he's bound to win the game.
I must really applaud controller, honestly. Attack, defense, midfield, he has been good. Coming up against a very, very good player as Doom, you need to be on your A game. And controller has totally brought on his A game here today in this fixture. Here is controller again. A drag back by Varaskelia. He finds Vitinha, threads it. That's an offside. Yeah, he knew that was off. 71 minutes in game time. And Doom is behind. Controller in the front foot here. As things stands, if it ends this way, Doom will take his first loss in the Rspl. Here is Doom at the edge of the box. Danny Olmo now patiently waiting for an opening in this defense. You could see the offside trap of our controller taking out everybody out of the box. Doom being patient, finds Oyarzabal. Williams to Barrios, finds Oyarzabal, finds Lamine Yamal. Oh, Doom has gotten his equalizer. Just look at that. That was beauty there from Lamine Yamal in the box. You could see that as soon as he sends that ball to Oyarzabal, gives it to Lamine Yamal, just dances Pacho and slots it into the box. Doom has gotten his much deserved equalizer. It is 1-1, 79 minutes. And Doom is still with the ball. Williams. Barrios. 80 minutes on the clock. Doom knocking on the door now. He wants his 3 points. Controller, after doing everything so perfectly in the first and the early halves of the second half. Doom still in possession.
Since it seems like Doom is looking for that second goal, and with the way he's playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he manages to get it before the game is over.
Doom is seriously pushing controller back. Controller now has regained possession. Controller figured the run of Varaskelia. João Neves. 86 minutes on the clock. Is this going to be a draw, or are we going to find a winner? Defended well there by Doom. Doom now has triggered William. William offside. He can't send that pass. Barrios to Oyarzabal. Lamine Yamal. Olmo. 89 minutes. Oyarzabal. Lamine. Dispossess of the ball there. And here is controller with the 9-minute chance. Controller sends the ball to Varaskelia. Offside. He must be pissed with himself. Wow. Wow. Doom has taken another draw. Controller has taken points off Doom. This was not expected. This was not what the public actually predicted today.
Well, definitely not what the public would have expected. But controller coming into the game after coming back against Venom yesterday, he knows he's defeated Doom once. He's like, if I've done it once, why can't I do it again? And he put up a performance that was deserving of a win.
Yeah, honestly.
Nervy game. One of the best players in the league just got wrestled to a draw. And no other person could have done it but the controller. Doom, you must be really disappointed right now.
I don't think I'm ready to see today, but GG's good game.
Okay, great. Controller, you were on the radar. You were the underdog coming into this game, but you fought the Doom to a draw. Like, that must really do some positive things for your confidence.
Yeah, I should have won this game. But I give him his respect. He's a good player.
Okay, so you were too respectful. Guys, you heard it from Controller. He wrestled Doom to a draw, and wow, my jaw was on the floor the whole time. And I know that Imzaz and Shout will have a lot of things to say about this game. Let's get back to them. Thank you.
What a game that was.
Really, really exciting game. First 1-1, but you could see the tension, everything. It was a really, really exciting game.
I think Doom turned up in this game at the dying minutes because for most of in fact, the first half and most of the second half, controller was in it. I mean, you could see finally he getting his goal in the second half. Controller was totally in control of that game until it just seemed as if a little twitch happened in between, the game in the 70th minute, and Doom just found his rhythm, and you could see he started pushing controller back and finally found his goal. But honestly, I'm a support controller. In the knockout stages here, controller actually did win Doom, and here again he was, wanting to do that again, but sadly he got a draw. So I don't think this draw says a lot about how this game has gone down. I mean, those who has viewed it can actually share the same opinion as me, but it is what it is. I mean, you could do everything right, and in a split second, once you lost focus, you could drop points.
Yeah, the draw doesn't really say everything about the game. You could say it was, would I say 50-50 or 60-40, because once Zoom was able to equalize, he there remembered who he was and kept knocking on controller's door. But controller was able to defend pretty well. You don't see many players able to defend Doom's barrage of attacks, but controller was just marking space and intercepting every pass, then trying to hit on the counter attack. He actually had a chance to probably get the winner at the end, but Dembele there was just happened to be offside, and I'm sure you could see his reaction at that moment. He was really angry with Dembele getting that ball, because I'm very sure that ball was meant for Kvaratskhelia in that situation. Well, that game is over, and the next game we have is between Dorado and Dexter. Dexter currently first in the Rspl, and Dorado sitting comfy on third. And both players are setting up their teams. Dexter, would you say he's happy about that draw, that Doom's draw? Or both players, both Dorado and Dexter, will be happy that Doom happens to draw points again?
Honestly, I think these players, Dorado and Dexter, seated here, they're both happy about this draw, if you ask me.
Both players are definitely happy about the draw. But now it depends on what's the outcome of this game. Dorado would want to win, and so would Dexter, because now that's when the draw favors whoever wins this game more.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will head into the match real soon between these two titans, Dorado versus Dexter. Now, these two will be willing to look for 3 points. Honestly, this is the matchup I have been waiting for. Dorado versus Dexter. These two guys are, I mean, from what I've seen so far, these two are really, 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 really top.
Would it be a close game or a blowout? I don't really expect a blowout, but to be honest, I feel Dorado should win this. For me, he should win this.
Well, Dorado being most of the fans' favorite, and Dexter being the cool, calm guy that does the brutality when it is needed and goes calm when it is needed. I mean, Dexter is not a newbie in this. He has participated in many, many tourneys in Port Harcourt City, so he's a known name. He's a big name, if you ask me. L2. He's known very well in the gaming community, but I don't think I have ever seen a matchup against these two. And you guys have the opportunity to see these two pro gamers go at it here live in the RSPL. This is always powered to you by 43 Esports.
It's crazy how both players are yet to get an L right from the qualification stages. Maybe today that could an end may put to that, or it could actually end in a draw, and both players still getting or looking for their first loss, because now it's not their first win again.
Well, for Dexter, Dexter has not lost or drawn any match since the Chosen 10 series. I mean, he has won all his matches, all his matchups. And as for L only just got, his first draw yesterday against Doom, who is a very, very formidable player, if you ask me. So today, we will find out between these two who gets the 3 points. Remember, it's a 95 rated gameplay, the 6.5 length. Here on RSPL, these two pro gamers are about to get at it.
I feel Dexter will have to put up his best performance. So far in this tourney, he's not managed to perform at the level in which we expect him. But I feel if there's any way today, he knows he's playing against a formidable opponent, and for him to get something, he has to be at his best. So I expect to see the best of Dexter today.
Well, Dexter using Portugal and El Dorado using PSG. We will find out between these two who gets to stand tall, because I've been hearing a lot of talks from these two. I mean, Dexter confident that he can beat anybody in this league, and El Dorado already self-acclaiming the title. We will find out. Dexter with Ronaldo finds Bernardo. Oh, a shot there. Was a one-time shot. I think he could have held on to it a little bit longer. Mistake from El Dorado brought about that chance there for Dexter, something he will be fuming at himself for. That's not what you want to be doing at this point in the game, giving away chances. It is still Dexter with Ronaldo, playing it cool. João Neves, Pedro, Claves. Hakimi now has regained possession for El Dorado. El Dorado now attacking, sends a through pass. It's in! El Dorado with his foot in front already in 15 minutes. Wow.
Totally against the run of play there. Totally against the run of play. It's been all Dexter right from the first minute. And El Dorado managed to string some passes together and get close to Dexter's goal, and it's 1-0 up.
I mean, that pass was out of this world, honestly, because that pass, it felt as if it could have been intercepted. I mean, well, Dexter has to reply as he sends his through pass now to Pedro Neto. Cuts back again. The ball is with Bernardo now. João Neves at the box. I think that was precision aim gone wrong. Defended well by Dexter. He's in possession again. Ooh, what a first time through pass there. Surely Ronaldo must bury this. Yes. Dexter has equalized. A reply almost immediately. Just look at that. Immediately he defended that ball. Sent that pass through. Look at that one time through pass there to Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Definitely he's burying that. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. L versus Dexter. 22 minutes in.
I think El Dorado tried to trigger the offside trap there, but he was a second too slow. And Dexter, being Dexter, first time through ball, Ronaldo 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, bound to be in the back of the net.
Here is Dexter now in possession. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes again to Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a little bit deep into the midfield, which is unlike Ronaldo. Hold on. L attacking with Machala. Oh wow, that was a mistake there. I don't think he intended to do that. 28 minutes in game time. It is still 1-1 between these two. Dorado has gotten the turnover. Possession now with Zad away for Dorado. Dembele trying to find Dewey. That pass was cut short. And Machala has regained possession again. Araskelia. Dorado knocking at the door of Dexter now. Usman Dembele trying to find the right pass to finish off this attack. Nice defense there by Inacio. Ronaldo sends that pass to João Neves, threads it to Inacio. Bruno Fernandes threads it to Neto. Neto ball rolls. There was no need for that, honestly. Wow, nice dispossessed ball there. L is attacking now. Look at that through pass. If he cuts back, definitely. Wow. That was he just being cheeky, if you ask me. What was that?
I really don't know what his plan was there, but I think he should have just played the cut back pass in that situation.
This is a strongly even matchup. These two have not faced each other before, and they are facing off here in the Rspl. Dexter will be looking to retain his top position. I mean, even a draw in this game favors him. Dexter still in the box. Ooh, precision shots gone wrong again for Dexter. It's almost halftime.
I think both players have been quite nervy. Dorado making some rash decisions in the final third, but Dexter has played absolutely well in this game. I feel it's been one of his best performances, if not his best performance in the Rspl so far.
I think yesterday's performance was his best yet, but for this game particularly, he has been getting his precision shot all wrong. I mean, if he had just gotten one away, that could have been, advantage to him. Here is Dexter now with Ronaldo. Still at the edge of the box. Ronaldo still dancing. Finds Neto. Beautiful. Dexter has gotten the lead. Wow. How do you do that? How do you do that? Hey, pro gamers amaze me. Just look at the confidence to want to initiate short skills at the edge of the box. Ronaldo there, so confident, holding on to the ball and just looking for the next man to give it to. Finds Neto, and Neto slots a low-driven shot into the back of the net.
Yeah, Dorado thought he had it all covered there when he was able to stop Ronaldo from getting his shot off. But Dexter, I really don't know how he saw the pass to Neto in that situation, and Neto in that situation was bound to score.
And here is Dorado now. He was in the lead earlier. He threw it away, and now he is behind. A beautiful comeback here by Dexter. Just goes to show how immense the mentality of Dexter is. I mean, going behind, equalizing, and coming back. 54 minutes in game time, and he's still controlling this game beautifully. Ronaldo to Neves, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that was that truth pass again. Yes, Dexter. I mean, that is outstanding piece of play there from this guy. Dexter, the wise one. I mean, those one-time through pass are incredible. It just slices through the defense of El Dorado, makes him so vulnerable. And there's literally nothing you can do about that when Dexter has a player in front of goal, just the keeper to beat. You know every day, every time, that is definitely going to be a goal. El Dorado has it all to do now. 60 minutes gone in game time.
Dexter has been cooking in this game, and the subject of his experiment happened to be El Dorado. And who would have thought he would have one of his best performances
against El? I mean,
against everybody, the favorite to win the RSPL. Like some people's favorite, not all, but who would have thought his best performance would come up against El Dorado?
And here is El Dorado now looking to cancel out at least a goal. He gets a corner kick. El takes the corner shot. 65 minutes in game time. Can El do something? That lofted through pass there was intercepted really well by Dexter. Time is really not on El Dorado's side. Because to break a player like Dexter, you need to be on point with your attacks. Here is a counter-attack chance now for El Dorado. He threads that ball to Desire Doué. The ball is still with Desire Doué. Varaskelia now to Vitinha. Vitinha cuts back. Doué still in the box. Look at how crowded it is in Dexter's box. I mean, the offside trap and the team press, amazing from this guy, Dexter. Give it no chance, giving no space for El Dorado. This is a very superb defending here from Dexter. I mean, he's showing that not only can I attack and be wise with my decisions up front, I can also disrupt. Oh, a one-time two pass here again from Dexter. Could this be it? Oh, saved! Wow! This guy is beginning to look like trouble. And here is Dexter. Oh, nearly there. Hakimi up to the tax, defending that ball away from Ronaldo.
I think most people forgot how good Dexter was due to a series of poor performances. He's been winning all his games, but his performances have not been all that. And I might be part of those people because I really forgot how good he was. But he's shown that today I am still that guy by having on strings one of the best players in the RSPL.
Oh, wow. Dexter now attacking down the left-hand side with Ronaldo, looking for a cutback pass to any player, anybody. McQuinn's up to the tax to intercept there. 82 minutes in game time. And if there is any time El Dorado needs a goal, it is now. He has sent that through pass to Doué. Doué finds the in-behind runner. Varaskelia looking for the next man. Bacola. And Bacola is offside. That attack has come to waste. Honestly, incredible performance here by Dexter. He's totally in form with his defending and his attack. El Dorado looking flustered.
Picking up form against El Dorado is not what was on my
at all.
I didn't expect that. Maybe you thought maybe one of the lesser players, but against El Dorado and in this situation,
oh, that was risky there for El Dorado. El Dorado with a long through pass. Zaya Emery now. Surely, what? I believe he has wasted this chance. Surely now, El Dorado will be seeing his first L in the RSPL. Dexter has been incredible today. He's still looking for a chance. Ronaldo with that header there.
The fact that this could have been way worse, that the scoreline could have been way worse for Dorado, it just looks like it's 3-1.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Dexter with a zipper. Dexter with a close your lips facial expression there. Talk is cheap. We talk with our hands here in Rspl. What a mammoth performance here by Dexter. Incredible. This is certainly a statement performance from this guy. He is not here to joke. He is here to let the whole Port Harcourt, the whole River State know that I am here for the prize. No matter who the opponent might be, no matter who the foe might be, I am getting my 3 points. Be you the fans' favorite, be you the world's favorite, I will best you in a one-on-one battle here in Rspl.
Really exciting game. We've had lots of exciting games today, and I'll just give you a rundown of all the games. The first game was Fonzi against Chisco Fingers, in which Fonzi came back from behind, 2 goals down after the first half, and ended up winning 7-3. PJ beating Venom 5-3. Richie Machala, one of the most exciting games, which gave us one of the best goals today in Gyokores's equalizer for Richie. The game ended 2-2. Controller and Doom, another exciting game. Not much goals, but the tension leading up to that game and even the in-game play was really exquisite. It ended 1-1. And the final game of the day, El Dorado against Dexter, which ended 3-1 in favor of Dexter, which means El Dorado has gotten his first L in the Rspl, and Dexter is sitting comfortably. After 4 games, he's had 4 wins with 12 points, showing that yes, he's one of the best players, and there's a reason why most people are tipping him to win the Rspl. He's put up a performance that shows yes, I am that guy out here today. Dexter in the laboratory cooking, and the subjects of his experiment today happen to be El Dorado. Not the kind of performance El Dorado would have wanted, but what can he do? He's gotten the L, and he will need to bounce back next week. Hopefully that's what he does.
Well, Dexter now is comfortably at the top of the table, and you can see he has bested the fans' favorite in El Dorado, handing El Dorado his first L ever in the competitions here on Rspl. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of week 2. It has been exciting. I'm really sure that you have had your fun-filled entertainment from the Rspl EAFC at its finest here in 43 studios. Next up will be next week, week 3. Anticipate that one, guys. It is going to be magic, as these guys will be looking to entertain you again, would be looking to thrill you on your screens. Do well to follow, do well to like, do well to turn on post notifications so you can get all the actions and get all the updates, and get notified as soon as the stream pops up. Follow us also on IG, because that is where you get all the contents, all the posts, all the actions, all the updates at 43 Esports on all social media platforms at 43 Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a swell time in your presence. It has been wonderful to be here again in 43 studios with my guy Himzas, giving you commentary and technical analysis for week 2. But as we end today, we will head to the best player of today's match day, as he is being interviewed by Khan, and he tells us what he feels about that. We will end with this But after this, we will see you next week. Khan, over to you.
Thank you very much, Jazz and Sharks. We have the giant killer in every sense of the word and a giant in his own right here with us, Mr. Dexter. From the beginning, he always said that he doesn't need to score too many goals because he will not lose. And today, once again, he proved himself against one of the top-rated players in the league, the fan favorite El Dorado. Dexter, you have slain the giant. What do you think you're gonna do next? I mean, you've done everything. What are you gonna do next?
Well, the gameplay is still the same. Win all my matches. He was a good player. He tried, but I was a better player. I played to my best, and I came out on top.
Okay, I remember last week you said something about not being at your best. Do you think that you're getting to your best now?
Yeah, with the streak I'm on, I think I'm actually playing very well currently. So with this streak, I think any of my opponents, they should watch out. I won't be as lenient as past matches.
You heard it from the man. Doom, be very scared. PJ, maybe Dexter would just bring the needle to your balloon. So watch out for Dexter. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying with us at the River Skirmish Pro League, proudly brought to you by 43 Esports. Don't forget, our sponsors are the Bliss by Keke, Nexel Gaming, Men and Ball, and Game Aid. Until we come your way again next week, stay tuned and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Have a wonderful one.